So a few months ago, we had a customer.
Keep going. You're good.
A few months ago, we had a customer send an email and say that he needed to, cancel and refund his order. And said, "Man, I'm a long-time customer. I've ordered multiple times. I've just fallen on some hard times. Some shit happened at work, and I just need the money, man. If you could refund me, I got to take care of my family, and I promise I'll order again in the future." So we refunded him, and we mailed his shit out to him anyways. And didn't think nothing of it. Didn't expect to hear anything more. And a few days go by, and we get an email from his mom, and she said, "Hey, that was my son you sent that stuff to, and it meant the world to him. And he's been going through some hard times. He was injured at work, and he lost his job due to the injury, and he's just, one thing after the other." So we just emailed back and forth with his mom a couple times. I said, "Hey, let us send him some other stuff. What's his address?" And I'd carbon copied James Yeager on it. And James immediately said, "Hey, as soon as you are able to come out here and take a fighting pistol class, it's on me." And James, said he'd provide the gun, provide the ammo. James covered everything. He just had to get here. Well, lo and behold, a couple months later, here he is. This is Vince, and Vince has been hanging out here with us the last couple days. He took fighting pistol over the weekend. Met James, and then James had to take off and head to California, and he's just hanging out with us here. He kind of got snowed in. He got iced in. He couldn't leave if he fucking wanted to, so
Yep.
he's been hanging out here, and we just thought we'd throw him on camera and let him say hello, and here he is.
Yep. So what did happen at work?
I was working on I worked at a mechanic shop, NTB, National Tire and Battery, and it was one of the first big snowstorms we got last year, like January 21st. We were real slow. Guy brought in a snowblower, and we usually don't work on stuff like that, but we were slow. We said, the tire went flat from sitting over the summer. So we said, "Yeah, no problem, we'll fill it up and, reseat the tire on the rim." So one of the people that worked there, one of the kids, couldn't get it. So he said, "Can you come out here and help me with this?" He said, "Yeah, no problem." I went out there to give him a hand, hooked the airline to the tire, and started filling it, and the rim exploded. And I was, inches from it, and it was just like shrapnel.
Yep.
Took out my right eye, had over 80 stitches in my face, and lost vision in the right eye. So
Definitely happens. I worked at a discount tire for 6-7 months, and it was always worse when people brought in the little stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because the big things you roll in the cage and you just walk off and leave them, and if it doesn't seat, you can deflate it and redo it again or reseat it, whatever. But the little things that you had to sit there and mess with were always a little bit worse because the rims aren't as heavy duty, the tires aren't as heavy duty.
It was plastic, and I don't understand why the rim was made of plastic.
Yep.
It didn't, so.
Yep, that stuff happens really fast there. I know that they tell you over and over, like, be careful of this, but you can't tell when something's going to give like that.
Exactly.
You can't see an imperfection.
It was seconds after starting to fill the tire. I heard a bang, and then I was on my knees on the ground. That's all I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens faster than you can react to it.
It was scary.
Well, dude, you can't, looking at you, man, you can't tell. I would never fucking know. When you walked in, I had no idea that was you. I saw your mom sent us a bunch of photos, and they
you're fucked up at first.
Yeah, they were fucking pretty gory. And to see you now, man, you got back together, man.
Yeah, I just kept, trying to live every day and keep moving forward. And
good for you.
I mean, you guys helped with that, with the videos and stuff, with Lance saying, keep pushing forward and stuff like that. It helped, just.
I'm sure, Lance, for sure.
Yeah. That's what, anytime I feel like, because I've had some injuries and just bullshit like that, but usually whenever if I'm having sort of a bad day or something, I'm like, yeah, the dude across from me has been literally blown up, so I guess I'll be alright.
Yeah.
And very seldom we ever hear him say a word about it. If something's bothering him, he'll just go take care of it. He won't say shit. So.
Yeah. And when you guys sent that stuff, that really, lifted my spirits and was just, it was nice to get something, to make you happy and make you smile and stuff.
It was think about something else for a few minutes.
Yeah, it definitely helped.
Yeah. We've all been there and stuff like that, but I'm glad to see you down here. So after taking the class, how cool is it to come full circle and all that panned out, and then coming down, taking the
Yeah,
class.
and it was really cool meeting everybody at once because I met James, I met FX Hummel, and I met all you guys, and it was just really cool.
There's a lot down here. Like there's nothing here except for a lot of this.
Yeah.
But when you do come down here and you're into this, there's a lot to be seen. Like right then, like it's immediate.
And it was just so cool seeing the shop and seeing everything that you see on video, and then actually being here. It's really cool.
That's awesome, man. What guns you run in your class?
Glock 19.
Oh, I bet James strongly approved. Oh, you rented from James. That's
No, I brought my own.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
At first I was like, oh, you rented, but no. Well, that's awesome. I'm sure he got on me. That's because I brought a Glock 30 to my class. It's not the popular model.
Yeah.
But you're like, you're shooting 45? Why? And it's, of course, like, because I'm small and I carry a 45, it was like a double whammy. I might as well put in, like, X on my chest.
Yeah.
But, dude, I'm glad to see you down here. Glad to see you getting to take classes.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys letting me come in and hang out.
Yeah.
How was having FX Hummel as an instructor?
He's awesome. He's an awesome instructor.
Yeah,
I would figure that, too.
Yeah.
And that's, I haven't had him as an
thought so.
instructor. Y'all have known him longer than I have, and then I've known him since he comes down here. But he seems like he would be a good instructor.
He
I
is
haven't
an
had him for a
awesome
class
instructor.
yet. He hasn't been here long.
James did an awesome job hiring him. He's awesome.
Yeah, he's a cool dude.
All the instructors were great. Dave Biggers, Jay Gibson, but FX Hummel did a great job.
Yeah.
Or Jordan.
Yeah, that's what that was really the thing that took me the most by the class. Like, 'cause shooting everything, we've all shot stuff, but the instructors there, they make what tac response is. Like, it is different when you have some. Like, I never felt like I was being like a schoolboy, like, oh, do this, do this, do this. It was like instruction with reason, instruction with like actual, like, you're going to produce this type of performance if you do this and listen to me do this. And it made the mechanism of shooting the gun and running the gun a lot faster, which was cool because I would have never known that before. Like, I took one class and I was very like systematic. Like, I did not know how to do it yet. And going and taking the class the second time around, it was the same instructors, and they took what I had gotten before, and it was like I was like puttying it to shape it a little bit more, and then next time they shaped it a little bit more, and by the end of that class, like, I felt way better.
Yeah, well, they kept, and I like the fact that they keep everything simple, like just one way, and they kept drilling in that there's no administrative gun handling, because there's no administrative gun fight, so like,
right.
Administrative does not belong anywhere near, guns at all, because it just doesn't have anything to do with it, so they kept drilling that in, and it really, I mean, just the way that they have one way that this is how you run the gun and this is how you run it and that's it. Like, just do it.
Very cool.
And it was cool.
What else, man? That's really.
So what's your plans? Like, what do you want to do in the next 6 months, next year?
Probably gonna come back down for alumni weekend.
Good. Yeah, alumni weekend's fun.
And I think you said you're having a party coming up soon, so
March 7th. Yeah.
Probably try and make it down.
Yeah, that'll be fun. Those things are fun. We've only had one so far, but it was fun.
It was fucking fun.
Yeah, we had a good time.
Yeah.
So I have no doubt that this one will be even better.
Yeah, it'll definitely be bigger. All right, man. Well, we just wanted to. You watched. You seem like he knows fucking everything. Like anything I've ever said, I'm like, how's that motherfucker know what I said? He's watched every video we've put up, so we figured.
Got a lot of free time.
We figured we'd throw you in one.
I appreciate it.
All right, dude.
Man, well,
thank you for everything.
Yeah, of course,
I really
man.
appreciate everything you did for me.
It was nice meeting you, brother.
Thank you.
Cool.